ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you're watching this channel. Now, in politics, there's a time I told you about foot soldiers. Very important to have foot soldiers, especially when you are a party leader, an aspiring president. You will always want to have foot soldiers, people who speak on your behalf and probably push your narrative. So William Samoei Ruto has been making some new friends in Western Kenya, and also equally making enemies, like for instance the issue of Natembeya and Peter Kaisalasya. So talking about new friends, new enemies, I want us to go to Dan Wanyama. Dan Wanyama is the Webuye Member of Parliament, and based on a story that is trending, it's as if there is a comment that Dan Wanyama made that did not sit well with William Ruto's full soldiers in Mount Kenya. And that has already sparked a lot of controversy and a lot of division, and this is threatening to spoil William Ruto's chances of consolidating some remaining votes in Mount Kenya. I want us to pay attention to this video regarding a statement that Dan Wanyama said, because this statement did not sit well with the people in Mount Kenya, the diehards of William Ruto in Mount Kenya. So this is what Dan Wanyama said. Hiyo mlima imeteleza na itateleza milele.
Sisi wote tukiungana mahali pamoja, na waambia, we will isolate them. It will be us against them.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to share the other part of that video in a short while, but that is exactly what Dan Wanyama said. So what do you expect? What do you think could have come from the Mount Kenya people? One member of parliament, Wamumbi, who at one particular time voted to have Rigathi Gachagua impeached, one who has been trying to sell his agendas in the Nyeri town, but has constantly been facing a lot of rejection. So he's the person who reacted to Dan Wanyama. And the reaction from Wamumbi will shock you. So before I take you to that reaction, kindly, ladies and gentlemen, like this video to support us. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed before. And to existing subscribers, I want to continue thanking you so much, because without you, this channel wouldn't have grown. So thank you so much. Wamumbi seized the opportunity, maybe looking at how he reacted, and he decided to seize the opportunity to hit at the leadership of Western Kenya. Even went to an extent of saying that he's going to sue Dan Wanyama. I saw something of that. I heard about something of that sort from the statement that Member of Parliament Wamumbi, the Nyeri Member of Parliament, what he said there. So I wanted to pay a very keen attention to this message from MP Wamumbi.
Be us against them.
Honorable Wanyama, you are the kind of leaders that this country should never have. The politics of setting one community against others, or certain communities against one community, is retrogressive. That is the kind of thinking and the kind of utterances that led to the extermination of people in Germany by the Nazis. This is the kind of talk of us against them that ignited the genocide in Rwanda. Honorable Wanyama, you should be ashamed to be a member of parliament in this country.
Tunajaribu kuunganisha Kenya. Tunasema tuko na broad-based government. Then wanaenda huko wanaanza kuongea maneno ya sideline. Hiyo sio vizuri na hiyo hatutakubali.
Very well, ladies and gentlemen. So the reaction from Nyeri Member of Parliament shocked me a bit. I believe it could have shocked you also. He talks about Nazis. Then he goes further to talk about the Rwanda genocide. He says that the statements like the ones that came from Dan Wanyama are the ones that escalated tension in the Nazis in Germany. It escalated tension in Rwanda, that is among the Hutus and Tutsis. You know what happened? So like for the case of Nazis, the Nazis during the days of Adolf Hitler, that is in
geworden in seinem Geiste.
Hitler, that is in Germany, was engaged in a lot of propaganda, and then they targeted the Jews, they targeted the disabled, they targeted the other European countries within Germany. So they thought that Jews were a threat to the German nation. So the Nazis spread malicious propaganda that made non-Jewish people hate Jews, and subsequently there was the mass murder. I think you remember that story about the Nazis. So for the case of Rwanda, because Wamumbi tells us about even Rwanda, the days of Tutsis and the Hutus, for those of you who've been following that story, back there also, just again like Nazis propaganda, in Rwanda, the Hutus propaganda was the reason for mass murder of the Tutsis. So what Wamumbi is trying to tell Dan Wanyama, the Webuye member of parliament, is that ethnic kind of remark is not welcomed in Kenya. It's not supposed to even be entertained in Kenya. And as a result, Wanyama should face arrest immediately. Dan Wanyama should be arrested. That is a statement from Wamumbi. Because if he continues to make such statements, then most likely it's going to create tension between the Western and tension and the Mount Kenya. So right now, what William Ruto is faced with is a delicate balance. And going by the happenings, especially from the reaction there, because it's out there that Kisumu Senator Ojambo made a pronouncement that in 2027, the running mate will not come from the Mount Kenya. What the Western people want is to have Musalia Mudavadi also as the running mate. But what the Mount Kenya want is that the position of the running mate ni yao, so they should be allowed to continue being the running mate. So if you look at what is happening even in the party of the UDA, the deputy party leader position was given Kithure Kindiki, lakini imetolewa from Kithure Kindiki. Now it has been accorded Governor Tinami, who is a ANC member, and he was the party leader there, interim party leader. And the second one, I don't remember the name of the second deputy party leader, but there are two, So what is really happening here is that Nyanza believe that they will, help William Ruto, especially the words of Ojambo. Western believe that they are going to do that. Mount Kenya want to be the ones to continue helping William Ruto to become the second, to become a president in his second term. So all these communities want a share of the deputy president position. So the statement coming from the Nyeri Member of Parliament Wamumbi to Dan Wanyama is already telling us about some simmering tension behind the scene. Hizi ni vitu ambazo tuna expect going forward zitamshinda Ruto kumanage. Looking at what is happening, Ruto has a very, very huge task, if at all it's going to work in his favor, but things are slowly boiling. And going by the reactions there, ladies and gentlemen, ni kama this marriage between Western and Mount Kenya might not work. You see, the bottom line here is that there's the issue of supremacy. In Mount Kenya, already Rigathi Gachagua has claimed a huge chunk of votes there, though voting has not been done. But going by what is happening, the percentage is at around 80 to 90%. Those people will likely listen to what Rigathi Gachagua says because of sympathy. Now, so that because of that calculation, Ruto realizes that the best thing to do is now to make new friends so that I can replace the threat in Mount Kenya. So in the midst of him trying to do that is where he gets to a level whereby people like Dan Wanyama wanaropokwa vitu ambazo havifai. And this vitu ambazo havifai ndio zimemfanya member of parliament wa Nyeri Town member of parliament imemfanya kwamba react na amereact savagely. So, ladies and gentlemen, I want to go below in the comment section and tell us what to think about that reaction from Wamumbi. Remember, Wamumbi is one of those members of parliament in Mount Kenya ambao wako na wakati mgumu sana. Nyeri town MP na yeye na Mathira MP wako na wakati mgumu sana kule Mount Kenya. So him trying to make such statements, maybe he's looking for sympathy votes, so that when he talks bold hivi, maybe he will send a strong message to the RUTO camp that they will leave. Maybe this is setting a pace for them to leave UDA temporarily, hili wawe na Rigathi Gachagua, kisha baada ya hapo warege kwa RUTO. So there's something going on behind the scenes. It's not just, I don't think it's just a statement of Dan Wanyama that is making Wamumbi happy. I think he's a politician who is seizing an opportunity ambayo imejipresent. See? Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to rest my case there, but just go below in the comment section and you can tell us about that part. So perhaps if you're watching this video and you've not subscribed, take 1 second and subscribe, like this video. Until you catch up again, stay safe and stay blessed.